Now, today's video, guys, is I want to talk about how Destiny 2 is dying, or how it is a dying game. Now, most of you guys have logged into Destiny 2. I can't be the only one looking at the screen and trying to figure out, what do I do now, right? Do you go into PvP? Do you go into Trials of Osiris? Do you go to the Grand Masters? You're probably not playing Gambit. So what are you doing? So enter the episodes. The episodes are coming in 2024 for new things to chase. It's going to be the big shakeup for the game, right? So when Final Shape does launch, we are going to have tons of stuff to do, or so they say. As we go into the game now, and what do we do in the game? Maybe you are chasing that one little gun, maybe you haven't completed the raid, but once you've done most of the stuff in the game, what is there for you to do? Why are we getting the Grandmaster Nightfall weapons, and where are we taking those weapons into? Now, if you've ever played any raid in Destiny 2, then you will probably be settled on a build, and that's the build you're going to be using for that raid, with some minor changes through variations of the encounters. Now, with the new episodic cadence coming up, it's going to be about 6 weeks for each little episode to come out, and then they're going to drip feed us small content. So it's going to be front load heavy, and it's going to be back end light. So for people who want to play different games, you'd now get that chance to play different games. Now you're looking at your backlog like, well, what do I play first? Now, when it comes to jumping into the Final Shape and leveling up, because you're going to get a annual power level increase, maybe by +10 or +5 or something. They're trying to keep fire teams together. Enter fire team power. You can pause that and read that, but basically what they're going to do is, if you play the game like you have no life, like most of us do play Destiny 2, you're going to end up finding yourself that you're going to be able to pick up your partners, your fire team members, and they are going to be granted that light that they did not grind for. Now, helping out our fellow fire team members and increase their pinnacle grind and increase their pinnacle power has been one of the key points in Destiny 2, helping out our fellow man to get to the level that they can feel like they're powerful, not just give it to them. Now, most people don't have time to play the game or know life, and I see where the changes are coming in to make it more user friendly. But if you do play the game, like I said, you can look at the screen, and where are you using these pinnacle rewards at? Where are you using the Necrochasm, the Touch of Malice, the Thousand Eyes, the 1000 Voices, the, you know, all the craftable exotic weapons that we do get in the game? Where are we using this gear at? What are you trying to master? I mean, you got plenty of time now to go back and play the Spider-Man game, play the Spider-Man 2 game when it comes out. You can jump back into God of War and actually defeat those Valkyries that you probably didn't defeat, or you can find yourself on the fiery planet of Rubicon and jump into a armored core mech in order to fulfill your Gundam fantasy. But as far as Destiny 2 goes, where are you going with all that power? What are you taking that into? Because if you do join a raid team, right, with the new power level shared system, when you jump into a raid, it doesn't matter who jumped into the raid. It just matters if they're competent enough to follow the instructions that the raid leader is giving out. So it just balances everybody else across the board. The guy who knew life the game, now I can jump into the raid. I didn't have to play the game. I get the same rewards that he did with half the time that he put into it. Now, is that fair? I mean, and everything in life isn't supposed to be fair, but I can see where they're coming from. But as the no-lifer that I am for Destiny 2, it is turning into a game that I can't grind. And for many of us out there, that may be the thing that's going to keep you away from the Final Shape. Is, as you can see, Astrocross is pivoting, Datto is pivoting, True Vanguard is pivoting to Starfield. He said this a while back he was going to do it. Cool Guy is pivoting, going into other content. I think he was the guy putting out some Remnant 2 videos. So everyone's trying to find their foothold of what to do when Destiny 2 dies, because we can see the writing on the wall for those who grind Destiny. No one's looking up hardly any build videos, because you don't really need a top tier build in order to get carried through something. Someone throws a backpack on and just takes you through it. So will the Final Shape be the final nail in the coffin for those who like to grind the game? Because we're going to find something else to grind. Lies of P, Armored Core, Lords of the Fallen, all these games that are coming out with the grind, we are going to grind them. Most of us may even go back to Monster Hunter because that game is kind of like an endless grind. So let me know down in the comment section below, where are you going to be at when the final shape reaches this final conclusion? Will this be your final time with Destiny 2, or are you going to be shuffled into the casual audience and come back and play it when you kind of feel like it, and don't play it when you don't have to? I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.